for YouTube, but all they do is cut a slice out of the world and call it a day. That's boring. I'm gonna turn Minecraft into a fully playable 2D game, and to make it more challenging, I'm not going to allow myself to use any mods like usual. Well, unless you count the zoom mod, but that's just for the camera, don't worry about that. The first thing I decided to do was figure out how to lock the camera to a 2D perspective. I wrote a plugin that fires every time the player moves and forces their head to turn directly north. This actually already made the game feel very two-dimensional, but it still didn't look very two-dimensional. So the next thing I did was make the player completely invisible and attach an obscure item to their head. Then I made a custom resource pack that converts that item's model into a big flat rectangle. No, I didn't just do this because rectangles are cool, although I know they are, but because this allows us to paste any 2D sprite we want on top of the player. So I temporarily downloaded a sprite sheet from Super Mario World just to test and make sure everything worked the way I wanted. And it did! Look at big flat rectangle. No, I didn't just do this because rectangles are cool, although I know they are, but because this allows us to paste any 2D sprite we want on top of the player. So I temporarily downloaded a sprite sheet from Super Mario World just to test and make sure everything worked the way I wanted. And it did! Look at how beautiful our double Mario is! Yes, that's totally what's supposed to happen! Okay, you caught me, that's not supposed to happen, but I talked to my friend Tuxabodai and he taught me how to animate textures and everything worked out peachy. Get it? But the Mario sprites were just temporary, so now I need to make my entire own Minecraft Steve sprite sheet. I started by just copying over pieces from the Steve skin, but I thought it was a little too contrasty, so I ended up redrawing him with really flat colors to look more like a 2D sprite. I thought it turned out pretty well. I replaced the Mario sprites with the new Steve ones, and it actually looked a lot better than I expected it to. Well, except for the fact that the GUI textures broke, but we can just ignore that. Just don't look over there. Next, we need to make our 3D world 2D to match our character. I decided to start by filling in the sky with light blue concrete to cover up the extra faces of all the blocks around it. And I added barrier blocks for all the spots Steve needs to stand. However, I did notice that now since we're standing on barrier blocks, every time we jump and land on them, these yucky red particles fly out all over the place. So I simply just deleted the barrier texture. It's all gone now, nobody there. Success! I also changed the color of the sky blocks to make it feel more like the actual Minecraft sky, with light blue concrete to cover up the extra faces of all the blocks around it. And I added barrier blocks for all the spots Steve needs to stand. However, I did notice that now since we're standing on barrier blocks, every time we jump and land on them, these yucky red particles fly out all over the place. So I simply just deleted the barrier texture. It's all gone now, nobody there. Success! I also changed the color of the sky blocks to make it feel more like the actual Minecraft sky. Next, we need to fix whatever you call this. To do this, I offset the models of every single one of these blocks and moved them out of the walls so Steve could walk on them. I couldn't figure out how to change the model of the chests, so I googled it and it turns out you literally just can't. So let's just pretend that chests don't exist in our game. We're not gonna, just don't worry about those. The stairs wound up being very tricky since they can be rotated, so I had to create a custom block state for every single rotation of stair in the game and a custom parent model to match. But after I did all that, it actually worked. I started grinding away making custom models for every block I was using until my roommate Fundy came in and told me how much of an idiot I am. You're an idiot. He told me, why make a custom model for every single block I use when I could just drag the sky forwards and not have to make any custom models? So I deleted my past 2 hours of work and just made one single sky model that took 2 minutes to make. Yeah, I'm pretty stupid, but I learned a lot about models. Now that we have all of our 2D blocks ready to build with, we need to make a fully playable 2D level. I started by flipping the world we have so far, since walking left to right is more common in 2D platformers, and I made this neat little parkour section. I built up some ladders to help any players that fail the parkour, and I added a little pond before it to safely teach the player they can jump before giving them a challenge. I also added smoke to the chimney. Yay! At this point, I had pretty much every tool I needed to start designing a full 2D level. But a game where all you do is jump is actually kind of boring, so I tried to think of what stuff in Minecraft I could bring to our game to make it more fun. I ended up implementing an entire building system. Left and right click, place and break the block directly in front of you. Crouching lowers your aim by 1 to 2 blocks, depending on what you're doing. And jumping targets the block.
You off have it. Promise me that bot. I point the finger. You have a plan how to deal with them? Could just take it by force, but they're expecting payments. Fine.
directly underneath you. I tried to make it feel as intuitive as possible and even allowed players to perform different types of speed bridging. In terms of the level design, I decided to place trees in front of the player's path to force them to learn how to break blocks, and I added a couple small cliffs to teach them how to build. However, I want the player to eventually go underground, so after the cliffs, I added a big drop into a pool of water down below. Water physics. And just to make sure the path is as clear as possible, I decided to add some arrows to the game. I wanted to put them in item frames so I could easily rotate and reuse them, but when testing, I noticed that the player could actually interact with them. I also noticed that I could eat the arrows for some reason. Don't ask why I tried it, just believe me. I guess arrows are a good diet if you want your weight to go down. So to prevent the player from interacting with the arrows, I decided to invert their depending on what you're doing, and jumping targets the block directly underneath you. I tried to make it feel as intuitive as possible and even allowed players to perform different types of speed bridging. In terms of the level design, I decided to place trees in front of the player's path to force them to learn how to break blocks, and I added a couple small cliffs to teach them how to build. However, I want the player to eventually go underground, so after the cliffs, I added a big drop into a pool of water down below. Water physics. And just to make sure the path is as clear as possible, I decided to add some arrows to the game. I wanted to put them in item frames so I could easily rotate and reuse them, but when testing, I noticed that the player could actually interact with them. I also noticed that I could eat the arrows for some reason. Don't ask why I tried it, just believe me. I guess arrows are a good diet if you want your weight to go down. So to prevent the player from interacting with the arrows, I decided to invert their item frame offset to go the other direction. This let me place them behind the sky and out of the player's reach, and it worked perfectly. I took this opportunity to add some flowers to the game too. But one thing, this solution does allow us to place sideways flowers, so we can just pretend that it doesn't and forget about it. But speaking of decoration, I felt like having the sky show in the dugout areas felt weird, so I added a bunch of different types of sky blocks that were just underexposed versions of the blocks around them to make the level feel easier to read. I think it actually helped a ton. But whatever you do, make sure you do not disable the resource pack. Oh boy. Next, I inset the sky blocks by 0.05 units, which caused the outer blocks you stand on to cast a soft shadow over the background called ambient occlusion. But you may notice that only the non-sky colored blocks have the ambient occlusion, and that's because I use sea lanterns specifically for the sky blocks, and you can't cast shadow on a light source. I tried adding background trees as well, but I thought they were too distracting and made the level harder to read, so I scrapped them. The next thing we needed to add to our game was animated floating items you can pick up, since games are more fun when you can get stronger up until the end. For example, the pickaxe will allow you to break more types of blocks, you know, like in Minecraft. But not only will all these items upgrade what you can do, they're also going to act as respawn points for the player inside of our game. But speaking of respawn points, we still haven't added any danger for our player yet, so I extended the cave out a bit into a
sometimes it's better to play with an open hand, you know? Just saying. So, into the board beast den.
Let's go see these guys.
Alright, let's knock on their door. See if they even open up. Victor Valentino. They follow God and Santa Madre.
Was this parkour, yo? This is... Now, luckily, I remembered to put this bright red arrow here, guys. Yes! No! This is awesome.
This is its own indie game. Okay, everyone, comment on man if you see a creeper. Pickaxe! I got a pickaxe. Why do I feel like this is gonna kill me if I fall?
You're telling me to go down this way, which is precisely why I'm not going to do it. Oh, okay. There's something I can grab up here.
I will let you know that is out of the map, but you can still go there.
I found the hidden sponge.
Yeet! Oh, thank God, dude. I'm going. Whoa! Okay, we got some parkour going on. Ah,
There
that's
you
so
go, nice.
cool! Oh my God, wait, I want to play like a full game of this. Is that a zombie? Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I'm in somebody's mind right now. Oh,
then-
zombie!
except for the zombie.
No! No! Break the blocks! We have a serious issue on our hands, guys. We got a zombie Minecraft.
He actually doesn't hurt you.
Oh, he doesn't hurt me? Oh, okay.
No.
Oh my God!
You lied to me.
He's gonna kill me! mysticat! Ah! Oh, I'm hitting him. I'm hitting him. We're going over, and we're bouncing it again. Ha! Go in the lava! Yeah! Oh, Minecraft is my favorite 2D puzzle platformer. Oh, there we go. Wait, no!
I'm not dealing with this lava today.
Oh, no! Oh my God! Ah! I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm dying! I'm going to die! Where am I? Is this hell? Oh! 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 Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of the Minecraft Let's Play. Wait, there's gravel on the top. So if I mine it. Nice! There we go. No freaking way we're going to the nether already? Whoa, okay, viewers always click off my videos in the nether. Don't do it to this video, guys. I'm so good at Minecraft. Why did I? Just doing a classic shift bridge, guys.
Is it worth going down there? Okay. I don't think I'm going anymore because I see the brightness change down there.
Oh, iron sword. Oh, there's a little spider. Dude, there's freaking diamonds over here.
What is this gonna do? I don't trust it.
Something's gonna happen. You're gonna kill me, aren't you? I gotta. No! What have I done? No! Oh no! Editor, cut that out. Okay, check this out. We are about to get diamonds in Minecraft. Minecraft.
More Minecraft.
You know, if you still want to find that sponge, it still is out there.
Minecraft.
I'm tired. I've broken free of my shackles. What did I just play? Guys, my mind is blown right now.
Want to try out the game? You can get it on patreon.com/mysticat right now. This is a Minecraft screenshot. Don't believe me? What about now? Still no? What about now? Do you believe me yet? What if I told you that I did this in vanilla Minecraft without any mods installed with one command? And what if I told you that that isn't even the craziest thing you'll see in this video? Like most cursed things in life, it all started with Twitter. I was scrolling through cat memes when something interesting popped up on my timeline. A tweet from an account named Godlander. This person was experimenting with a tool that could convert complex... This is me, in first place in the Minecraft Mario Kart tournament, and this is what...